Flight Boss, bitch. You know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Terry Smooth, Flight Boss the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucker responsibilities. And we're going to talk about what is ghosts. What are ghosts? Now, when you do all your research and do all your ghost movies and things of that nature, you know ghosts are in the physical realm. Now, a ghost is just a less physical, less dense version of light. So, in so many respects, you are a ghost. I'm a ghost. This physical body you are in, this is a ghostly body. It's a condensed version of light. So, when I break this down, this is going to give you a clear understanding on what is ghost. Because ghosts, a person becomes a ghost. But a person already has a spirit. And a person who is an individual spirit, that's a soul. You see what I'm saying? And then souls inhabit bodies. So spirits, you can call them the same thing. But the spirit and the soul is not attached to a ghost. This is why when you get movies about spirits and souls, it's a lot different than ghost movies. You see what I'm saying? Now, ghost movies a lot of times play out as horror flicks. And here's why. When you look at the actual representation of a ghost, your shapeless, formless, odorless, non-flammable, smokeless flame, which is your spirit, your soul, right? This is like your vibrations, your emotions and feelings, your experience, your time. So anything you choose to put a large amount of your time into, a large amount of your experience, a large amount of your resonation, your relativeness, your emotions and feelings into, anything you choose to do, you put that into it, right? You will lose yourself in those things. You start to create worlds and realms of realities around those things, right? Now, if you was to die before you have learned that you're not supposed to be attached to certain things, if you was to die right now, right, you would become a ghost. Now here's what a ghost don't know that they're dead. So you may take a shape and form, aka a light, a concept. Your spirit will go into that. Your soul, your individual spirit would take that as a body to ride. So a lot of times bodies can be sound, light. You know what I'm saying? Now, in this way, see, there's no right or wrong to anything. So what happens here is when you put all your experience and when you're living in the physical realm, when you put all your emotions and feelings into a specific thing, a job or a shape or a person, place or thing or material, right? What happens is that may be wrong, but it's still right to another certain degree. You know why? Because in you putting all your time into that, you still cut off a lot of other shit. And cutting off things in general is a good thing, like as far as your experience. So if you here trying to experience something, trying to manifest something, you put all your time and energy into it, right? You cut off a lot of shit that's bullshit. Now, it might be shit that you cut off that you should have been clinging to, but 8 times out of 10, most of the shit that you do cut off is shit that you ain't need to be paying attention to anyway. AKA, look at a person who's consciously aware of everything. They're paying attention to even they're getting into shit that they don't even need to be getting into. They're around people, places, and things that they don't even need to be manifesting in their life. And hardships. So you see what I'm saying? A person who put all their energy into something, that's still bad. But in other aspects, it's good because they're preventing a lot of other experiences. So, but it's bad because they're just choosing one experience and they're throwing all their emotions and feelings. So if that person was to die, they would get they get lost and won't see nothing else but that light, that sound, that shape, that form. So they get lost in that illusion. So when a person die, they still in those kind of patterns. So either those patterns is being played out from the people that they know, the people that they was close to, or they find some other source that frequency vibration of whatever they was putting their energy into is being played out, right? And a ghost is constantly trying to find another body, but they don't know that they're dead. So they're going through experiences of just trying to find themselves. So they think that they're communicating. They think that they're calling people, but people just not answering the phone. They think that they're around people, but people just not listening. They're touching them physically and moving on all kind of vibrations also. So, but it plays out in the people who are alive as chills up their spine, or things, circumstances happening in situations, or this person end up being on their mind, the person that did die, and shit like that. And then when this person end up being on that mind, these people end up feeling motivated to do the things that this person have done. And that's how this person still think they're living. They think that they're talking to you now, but they're just talking to your thoughts. You probably like, man, I'm finna go get a 40 ounce for you, bruh. You see what I'm saying? And as this ghost think that they're talking to you right now. But really, this person is just motivated to go drink that 40 ounce and go get a bunch of other people to share this emotion and feeling and make you vibrate harder. Now, in this case, right, the more you experience, you get to become into one of these person's ideas. And if you take the totality of this person, aka make this person keep doing those things that cause them to remember you, then you can end up taking a sound, light, or fluid body within them and be birthed back into this realm of reality. And that's all, and ghosts do this subconsciously. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know that they're dead. So they're so attached to the things that they was consciously aware of when they wasn't dead that they can't tell the difference. This is why I be saying, do not get lost in the physical. Because you will end up thinking that you're a ghost, or you will end up thinking that the physical is somehow part of the. Well, no, that's not what it is. You see what I'm saying? So that's a ghost. So a ghost is anybody who's emotionally attached to something, and when they die, they've been blinded. Like they were so. For an example, say you like guns. And you get so blinded by liking guns, right, that when you die, you don't know if you're not experiencing that or not. You're not consciously aware of any new life, new transformations. You indulged your life all the way into that, to the point that you ain't seen nothing else but through that. You got some people who do that with relationships. They don't see the world in no other way but being with this person. You got people who do that in business, jobs, positions. You see what I'm saying? You got people who, to the point you do this in a small degree. You don't see life in no other way but the country that you in the Pacific city that you in. You see what I'm saying? So think how deep that go. So think about a person who's super emotionally attached to things here and will go through a bunch of chaotic moments when they can't experience these things. People who will kill themselves because they can't experience the shape and form, sound, or light that they want to get. You see what I'm saying? This is what you have to understand. In the frequency, vibration, energy. Frequency, spirit. Vibration, soul. Energy, the physical realm. All things that matter to become matter and could become solid. The better you know how to will it into your realm of reality, into your dimension. So we know the highest dense of things, when we talk about gases, to the most solidest things, to the most heaviest dense things that we see in the yang realm. It's all pure energy. Then we got your vibration realm, which is the soul, things that you resonate with, emotion, the ability to move the things in the energy realm. The things have to go into the physical realm. See, we create these things. We are the creators, not the creation. That's another thing people who are lost in the physical get confused. You created this to inhabit. I explained how you got here. Who else created that but you? And you bouncing off the friction of the people who was here, who preceded you, who had larger shapeless, formless, odorless, non-flammable gas, and you had to go through them and travel through them in the astral realm in order to learn their type of information to be birthed through them and come out of them. Right? So you had your idea and you bounced your idea off the shit that was already in the astral location that you was traveling in. And it plays out through circumstances, concepts, and ideas of all these bodies we can ride as spirits. And the bigger your conscious spirit is, the more body you done developed around it. So right now you are in a human form. This is how many layers you done built around your darkness that's controlling this. Your darkness is the spirit. So the ghost a ghost has nothing to do with this. A ghost is something you become. You see what I'm saying? Something you became. So a ghost, you could be a ghost in the gas realm. You could, cause see, look, lightening, when you lighten your body, right? That's shedding experiences. So that's like shedding emotions and feelings, because when you're not experiencing nothing, you're not attaching emotions and feelings to things. So that's the rainbow waters, you're void. So when you detach from a lot of these things, you detach from a lot of experiences. So you lighten your spiritual load, you lighten your individuality up, right? So a person who put all their soul and spirit into one specific thing, in life, yeah, they light as fuck, but they make themselves heavy in one area, so they become unbalanced. So when they do die, they become ghosts. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like they're ghosts. Their spirit don't leave this realm of reality. So their spirit was light enough and had enough information, because you get everything. You learn from everything. Don't let nobody tell you don't learn from nothing. You can learn from everything. You can learn from bad moments, good moments, quietness. You learn this. Everything is just forms of learning. So as a form of you lightening yourself up, as shedding experiences, but you only putting all your soul into this experience when you was living, that shape and form, you done figured out. You done figured out how to for your spirit didn't gain the information to be able to take a light body, to take a sound body. You see what I'm saying? Or a light body. So those type of bodies get created as forms of concepts and circumstances and situations before it's heavy dense. So you didn't forgot how to come into this heavy body because you made yourself so light, but you still attached to this realm of reality and to these bodies because you put all your soul into things that was into a specific thing that was in this shape and form. You get what I'm trying to say? So when you die, you still see this realm of reality, but your spirit got bigger, it got a lot of information, but it had the ability to take a light body, which is going high in the spirit realm, but descending in the physical realm. So you was able to take a light body, but the way you took it, your frequency vibration was still attached to that one specific energy in this realm of reality. So that light body that you took, you're still confused of what you are. You think you're just attached to that. You see what I'm saying? That's deep. So that's a ghost, a spirit being able to take a light body or a sound body, but confuse that what kind of body it's in. It still think it's in a dense body, so it has to utilize the kind of body it is and be confused and utilize that light and illusion from that body in order to find another body to come in. But ghosts usually find bodies fast because they still here, so they usually find bodies fast. It's like it's subconscious because they're already not on no spiritual evolution. They're going down. So you know, ghosts find bodies fast, but that's what a ghost is. So that's what you need to understand. A ghost is a person who may have died and their spirit didn't come back in the physical form because they had lightened up their load so much and shedded so much experiences. So they ascended and was able to take a lighter body, but they put all their emotions and feelings into one specific shape or form that was here. So they fully couldn't leave. So the body that they took was the elements and the accumulation of lights that took the shapes and form of whatever they was attached to. And if that was alcohol or business or job or a person, whatever like that, then that's the shape. That's what they're going to be blinded into thinking that that's what they are. So they're going to stay in this realm of reality that look like that until they find another body. And then once they get another body, they can experience again and realize how to get up out of this shit. But yeah, so you got a lot of ghosts. Your family is ghosts a lot of times. You keep them as ghosts a lot of times. So you got to keep that in mind. A ghost is just a person who keep their light, an old light. Everybody who cling on like, all right, you are a ghost. See, you still a ghost. You're a ghost. You're just a dense ghost. You're taking a dense body. So you are conscious. The more dense, the more conscious, the more experienced. So you're more conscious of what you are. So you're a more dense ghost. This physical light body right here. So what happens is, if you're a person who like to cling on to old civilizations, old lights, then you are a ghost from the past. You don't know yourself, so you're trying to search it through the physical realm because you're lost in the physical. And we know physical matter truth is dealing with time, lineage, history. So this is your only way of finding yourself and knowing what you are. Where your spiritual truth has nothing to do with your physical truth. Spiritual truth is mystery. This is why anytime you go into myth or mystery, there's no specific time frame that you can point to it. But your spirit got this idea frequency from somewhere. See what I'm saying? And then your soul sit in between the vibrations. It's experiencing both, and it's connecting to both. So for the most part, your soul is able to resonate with the physical truth, which is time, lineage, and history, and your soul is able to resonate with the spiritual truth, which is mystery and mythology. But your soul, do not put the responsibility on your soul to try to combine the two and explain to people how they correlate with each other, because that's when you try to getting lost into the left brain, using the right brain things and getting too logical, and you not even know what the fuck you talking about. See what I'm saying? Flight boss bitch, goddamn air, and that's a ghost.